Can everyone hear and see the screen share? Good evening. My name is Amy Ju, a member of the PSC Anti-Bullying Committee, and I will be presenting a summary report of the activities of the committee. Our committee's charge started December 10, 2020, and ends December 10, 2021. We will request to reauthorize the same charge for another year. The Anti-Bullying Committee started our discussion through a four-pronged approach. The four prongs are legislation, education, policy, and campaign. We are now in the implementation phase, and we'd like to report to you what we have done. Let us begin with the anti-bullying campaign. We envision a university where students, faculty, and staff can study and work with dignity and respect, free from bullying and all forms of harassment. Our mission is to raise awareness and education, to eliminate or eradicate workplace bullying. Our goals are to ensure dignity at work, preventing disrespect, to have contract language that prohibits workplace bullying, adoption of community norms and practices, and to shift the culture at CUNY from unhealthy to healthy. We value safety, dignity, respect, integrity, collaboration, communication, empowerment, creativity, innovate, trust, and social plasticity. In the area of education and campaign, we have passed through the EC and officers. 1, a conceptualization of the community agreement. 2, a conceptualization of the Graziano-Matos resolution that will give us the right to celebrate Freedom from Workplace Bullying Week every year during the third week of October. October is Bullying Prevention Month. You can check the PSC website to see this wonderful commemoration that we did of Graziano this past Monday. 3, with the help of PSC staff, we launched our anti-bullying webpage on the PSC website. This webpage informs about our committee, upcoming events, resources, and recordings of some past events. 4, we kicked off our bullying prevention monthly campaign around the community norms and practices, and this will take us through spring of 2022. 5, we launched a book group that will discuss bullying prevention and support for the targets. This will start in mid-November. 6, we introduced the start of advocacy initiatives on bullying prevention to support networks to 4 pilot campuses that will begin this semester. 7, we developed a bystander training process that will be implemented in the spring. 8, we developed an anti-bullying toolkit, which expands on the work of the committee to share with our campuses in their advocacy. We're happy to distribute this toolkit to all interested members of the Delegate Assembly. In the area of legislation, Iris DeLutro has been very instrumental on taking the lead in trying to pass the Healthy Workplace Bill and advance legislation on bullying in the city and state levels of government. In the area of policy, we have been meeting with our officers and members of the PSC community to work with contract and policy provisions on workplace bullying, with more sessions to follow on this initiative. The power of our union is built upon the solidarity of our members. Member-to-member bullying breaks down the solidarity amongst our members and reduces the power of our union. Every member of our union has the duty to refrain from bullying or harassing any other member of our union. Ideally, each member of our union shall further take steps to prevent, detect, and eliminate workplace bullying in our workplace, including reporting such bullying and harassment, and engaging as an upstander to intervene and end such bullying and harassment they are aware of. Our philosophy is built on the premise that individually we don't know everything, but each one of us knows something, and we can make a big difference if we work together as a team, putting our pieces together, all having a role to play. As a team, trust is the foundation. In the absence of trust, there is fear of conflict. There will be lack of commitment and avoidance of accountability and inattention to results. As a leader of the committee, to me, it's not only about what we do, but the process by which we go about doing and the people. What are the results? Did we make a difference? How did attitudes and behaviors change? What's the culture like now? This is how we evaluate efficacy. As I mentioned before, we do have an anti-bullying webpage. It is accessible from the PSC website. You can go to psc-cuny.org, click on the Issues menu, and from the drop-down menu, click Anti-Bullying. You can also go to the PSC's YouTube channel to catch up on recorded events related to anti-bullying. This month, we've already had 5 events. Tonight is the 6th event, our report to the Delegate Assembly. What are our next steps? Reauthorization of the Anti-Bullying Committee. As we request authorization for our committee for the upcoming year, please keep in mind all these initiatives we have implemented and all the work that needs to be done on a continuous basis. Raising awareness and education about workplace bullying is critically essential and continuous. First is to recognize the prevalence of bullying, the complexities and various forms of bullying, signs of bullying, legal requirements for colleges and college personnel, and laws at the city, state, and federal levels. Providing examples of patterns of behavior when it comes to bullying and harassment. Some are obvious, while others are not so obvious. Take, for example, deliberately withholding information or resources necessary for effective work performance, excessive monitoring or micromanaging, microaggressions, excluding, isolating, or marginalizing an employee, frightening or intimidating behavior, patronizing coworkers, taking credit for contributions of a coworker, talking over someone, always disagreeing, or putting others down. We also need to realize that we are part of a community. We have community norms and practices, and these are aspirational. And we all have a role to play. Are we the bully? Are we the target? Are we supporters, defenders, resolvers, onlookers? Who are we? There is no neutral. When we become aware of the bullying, we can choose to react or respond. When we respond, we want to remain calm. What does calm mean? Cool down, assert yourself, look to diffuse, and move forward. This is easier said than done because it really means to clarify the issue, address the problem, listen to the other side, and manage your way to resolution. In doing so, we must ask ourselves, is this behavior okay? Treat others how we want to be treated. Understand where injustice exists. Self-care, getting support from others, and finding resources that will help. Reporting, Reporting the bullying is also very important, but what to report and to whom? Bring along your documentation, everything. Seek support from trusted colleagues, your allies. Consult with the grievance counselor, the anti-bullying committee, or other union officers about what your options may be, and work for the enactment of legislation against workplace bullying. For those of you who are being bullied or who have been bullied, know that you are not alone, and we will get through this by being resilient. And don't forget to apply the secret sauce, grit, because nobody's free until everybody's free. Thank you.